Our traffic cams and Skyfox spotted accidents on several major highways, including 696 near Telegraph and the southbound lodge near I-94. Drivers on the evening commute may want to take it slow with snow changing over to sleet and now rain. Let's check in with Weather Authority Rich Luderman for a look at the forecast. Rich.
And Terry, we're dealing with just some ending sprinkles up over St. Clair County, up into the Thumb region. You can see most of us have seen this light snow rain mix come and go. So we're done with it for tonight, and temperatures are actually rising. 38 here, 41 Toledo, even the far north of Port Huron above freezing at 34. So we're not anticipating any problems on area roadways. Here's your daycast for tomorrow. 36 degrees when the sun comes up between 7 and 8 o'clock. And some rain is likely on Friday. Could be mixing in with a little bit of wet snow. But all in all, a damp day again tomorrow. We'll detail the full weekend forecast coming up in about 10 minutes.
Thank you, Rich. A 17-year-old boy calling his little brother a hero tonight after a fiery car crash that could have killed them both.
But the quick-thinking team managed to rescue his brother and carry him to safety just in the nick of time. And as Fox News' Alexis Wiley shows us, he did it all in his bare feet.
It happened on a day a lot like this. 15-year-old Dylan Gardner's too humble to call himself a hero, but what he did saved his brother's life.
He's gonna owe me some favors.
I'm pretty sure no favor will ever add up to what 15-year-old Dylan Gardner did for his 17-year-old brother Dane. It happened while the two were heading home from basketball practice Tuesday morning. Dane was behind the wheel.
He was going a little fast. He was going like 45. It was snowy, and we hit a slick spot. I remember my car going completely sideways and me trying to turn it the other way. And then I just remember putting on the brakes, seeing that tree. I looked up right when we hit the tree, and I just remember all the glass shattering.
Dylan was fine, but Dane was not.
I looked over to my left, and he was sitting there like this with blood coming into his lap.
The SUV caught fire. Smoke was filling the truck. Dylan knew he had to get his brother out, but Dane was trapped.
The console thing right here was over his seatbelt, and I pulled that, it ripped out, I put him on my back, and we walked to Dixie.
Dylan carried his brother on his back, barefoot in the snow, for half a mile. That's when a salt truck driver spotted the brothers and called 911.
Without you here, I wouldn't be here. So, you saved my life, and I'm really thankful for that.
Dane has a cut bicep and more than a dozen stitches in his face. But aside from the pain, he's feeling great.
I'm feeling really thankful that I'm alive.
I've thanked God a million times in the last couple of days. People tell him, wow, you know, that was really great. You pulled him out of the dying car, and Dylan's like, well, if I didn't, my mom would be really mad at me. But I said, he did it because he loves his brother.
Dylan and Dane are closer than ever. Dylan's definitely a hero, but he's still a little brother.
They're going to make payments over your time.
Yeah, for a while now. Like you said, I owe him a lot.
Dane is expected to make a full recovery. He's going back to school right after Christmas break. His basketball season, however, is probably over, but thanks to his brother, he's got next year. In Holly, I'm Alexis Wiley, Fox 2 News.
Elsewhere today, Detroit police uncovering new evidence linking 4 murder victims to even more online escort websites. Computer and forensic evidence have connected at least 70 ads on 22 different sites to the victims. The 4 women were found stuffed in the trunks of cars on Detroit's east side in the last week and a half. 3 of the 4 were linked to ads on Backpage.com. Funeral services held today for 2 of the victims, Renisha Landers and Denisha Hunt. A Monroe man headed to trial on child porn charges. 24-year-old Tavis Green was arrested after investigators found evidence of child pornography on his computer. We're told some of those materials featured kids as young as 10 years old. Today, Green waived his right to an evidence hearing. He's charged with 12 felonies.
Pontiac firefighters who are losing their department and their jobs now look to come to an agreement with Waterford Township's fire union. After voting in favor of emergency manager Lou Schimmel's plan yesterday, 2 of the 5 fire stations in Pontiac will close and transfer to Waterford's control. Schimmel, while being called a Grinch for handing out pink slips at Christmas, says the move is about saving $3 million.
We had a deadline to meet. It was not a mean-spirited piece of work on my part. If you don't like what I'm doing, then what's your plan? Is your plan to do business as usual, which caused this huge problem in the first place?
13 of the 57 Pontiac firefighters have the option to retire early. The rest will have a chance to apply for a job with Waterford Township. Those applications must be in by January 3rd. Layoffs are set for February 1st. New Year's Eve is still 2 nights away, but crews in New York City are working around the clock to make sure the first moments of 2012 go off without a hitch. What it takes to pull off New Year's in Times Square, coming up.
Apple users beware, the email that could give thieves access to your bank account. Coming up next.
Alert, neighbors call 911 after spotting some teens acting fishy. But it was a snafu with some saggy pants that helped police catch the criminals before they got away. See how it all went down next.
He got caught.
Pants fell down to his knees.
And they couldn't run.
Oh, I seen this happen for real.
I mean, I see them walking down the street knowing they can't get away with nobody.
Yeah. They walking like penguins.
They got to walk wide though to keep the pants.
Keep the pants up.
Every 2 steps, they pulling them up.
Yeah,
Versus Kirsty.
They hit them.
Who dropped the most?
And they gonna sit up there and rob somebody with their pants hanging down on the ground. You know what? That calls stupid.
The Darius ain't started that too, and he like kept on getting on the back of the pants, but he don't put them down, no.
You don't have them down that far. You got them down just a little bit. But think, the Darius was what, 12, 13 years old when the pants started going down on the ground, and he almost 30 now. That's a style that you can't even shake.
So you can't, he ain't got no thing with pants down there about 30 years old. You know what I mean? That's old.
When I wake up, it just gives my day a start.
Fox 2 News Morning.
They seem to really care about each other. You almost feel like you're friends with them. It just makes you feel really good when you leave in the
And one of the kids in my class, his pants fell all the way down to the floor. I said, ah! And he was so embarrassed. He pulled things up and ran.
The winter is the main time to watch the weather. I just think
And every time he saw me, I would look at him like,
Fox 2
he
News
like,
Morning.
oh
Now
my
4:30 till noon.
I love it.
I know how to whip up an audience.
My son sees everything you're telling me my son could be. It's happening. They're coming back. You got a funny way of looking at right and wrong. That's why I got you. Let's rock this, Pedro. Pretty genius.
I like it. I heard that, sister.
Fox Friday. If Gordon can't light a fire under this chef, this steakhouse will be done.
You can do better than this. I can.
Well done.
Get out.
Kitchen nightmares. Then something powerful.
Why is it coming after me? What is it?
Targets Agent Dunham.
Olivia!
Fringe.
Friday, starting at 8 on Fox 2.
A group of teens up to no good get busted by the cops, all because their pants were sagging so low they couldn't run fast enough to get away. Fox 2's Andre Isom has more from Detroit's West Side.
Here's what can end up happening when a bunch of young knuckleheads are up to no good. You get chased by the cops, crash your car, and handcuffed. Well, that is the exact scenario of some teenage boys who thought they were big and bad, breaking into houses on Lauder Street on Detroit's West Side.
They took the TVs, computer, jewelry box, little stuff I guess they could get out that window.
They need their beach.
Somebody was gonna kill them. Somebody was gonna go in the wrong house, and their mom was gonna have on her black dress. And that's the truth.
May sound harsh, but hey, these neighbors are fed up, and they want these fellas caught. And when they saw these clowns creeping around, hiding in bushes like they'd stolen something, they called the cops.
That's how the neighbors do over here. It doesn't surprise me at all. Doesn't surprise me, but whoever did it, they did a good job.
Police spotted these young crooks too, and all 5 of them jumped into this white car. There was a short chase down 6 Mile near Sussex when they crashed into this pole.
All 4 doors open, and they ran like roaches when you cut the light on.
But witnesses say they really weren't getting anywhere because their pants were down. I mean, way down.
They were down here. And that's why he fell in the parking lot, and they caught the other one in the alley right here.
Pants on his butt. Don't make no sense.
Looking like a fool with your pants on the ground.
How bad was the sag?
Oh, the sag was bad.
What was he like?
A penguin.
The scene was crazy, and it was all caught on this camera. The fire department showed up because the car burst into flames. The cops caught all 5 of these dudes, though. Now they're all locked up.
I'm glad because I won't get broken into by the same guys.
What do you want to say to them?
Get some dignity.
Go get a job, go to school, pull your pants up, and you'll be a better person.
Pull your pants up. Well, that was Fox 2's Andre Isom reporting. Police are crediting those alert neighbors with the arrest. Now, 5 teens are facing charges. 4 are 18-year-olds. 1 is 17. Police say several items were stolen from a nearby home, but all were recovered.
I remember the Oak Park woman who was prosecuted for growing a garden in her front lawn? Well, tonight, a Huntington Woods family dealing with the same type of ticket. Only this time it's because the bushes are too big. The Rist family was cited twice for violating an ordinance that doesn't allow shrubs to be taller than 30 inches. Problem is, they say the greens in the yard are trees, not bushes.
The city of Huntington Woods calls itself the city of trees. And why they want to force us to cut down these beautiful trees after we've already complied once with their citation is just it's insane.
The same prosecutor who was on the Oak Park case also on this case. Mr. Rist believes an overzealous neighbor is responsible for filing the complaints about his trees.
A lot of us today saw that early morning wet snow change over to some drizzle and light rain this afternoon, but notice on Sky Tracker radar right now, not a whole lot left. You have to go way up there to the Port Huron area to find some of these last lingering sprinkles quickly exiting off to the east. Check the highs today. Temperatures did warm up through the afternoon. We're now at 38 degrees, so well above freezing here. As far north as Saginaw, 35 degrees. You have to go way up there in Ontario and Quebec to find the real cold stuff. Sudbury, Ontario, topping out at 5 today. For us, here are the numbers, 38 and 24. That puts us above average again today for the end of December. Just a trace of snow, rainfall totaling 0.04 of an inch. You'll see the numbers right now. All of these numbers are above 32, and that means roadways, for the most part, are simply wet. Now, there could be a couple of slushy spots way up there in the thumb region. That's a long way from us. I'll show you why temperatures are on the mild side again today. It's this southerly flow. It's not very windy out there, but still enough push in the atmosphere to bring in some of those milder numbers from down south. 45 in Fort Wayne, 45 in Columbus right now. Even as far north as Alpena, 32 degrees. 34 in Manistee, 43 mild degrees there in Chicago. System number 1 came through today with the wet snow and the light rain. Here comes system number 2 brewing over the Dakotas. This one will again bring some wet snow tomorrow morning, followed by some rain tomorrow afternoon. Here's the story for next week. There is a big dome of cold air building up over western Canada. That cold blast is going to come our way for Monday and Tuesday of next week. So the new year, we'll see a cold blast of air coming our way. Here's our Fox Futurecast showing system number 2 moving into the region tomorrow with that wet snow quickly changing to rain. Temperatures topping out tomorrow in the 40s, but then the colder air is on its heels. Here's our forecast for the rest of tonight, talking about 33 with any lingering sprinkles quickly ending. Check the Friday forecast. Some wet snow in the morning, changing to rain, 43 for a high. Notice when the temperatures start to fall. Sunday night into Monday, we will have a few light snow showers. No accumulation there, but still next week, Tuesday, look at that, high of only 24. We'll check the radar on the forecast tonight at 10.
I'm Dan Miller. Coming up in sports. A couple of months ago, Kevin Smith was probably wondering if his NFL career was over. It's not. He's back, and he's part of the Lions playoff push. We'll get you up to date on that, and he'll talk about the journey he's been on next.
Right, he made a flip all the way over.
What happens next
And got up, kept on going.
Weekdays at noon.
He flipped. When he stumbled, he flipped.
I didn't see it.
You didn't? I haven't seen him play. He flipped. He was running, he stumbled, and he put his head down, he flipped all the way over, still held that ball, and got up again and started running again before they tied.
Retirement solutions for our military veterans and their families. From investments to life insurance to healthcare options. Learn more with our free USAA retirement guide. Call 877-242-USAA. Introducing the award-winning sales event from Kia. Over the last year, Kia has won awards for safety,
value, and loyalty. And we also became the fastest growing car brand in the country. Get great savings on our entire lineup at the award-winning sales event. Because when we win, you win.